You wanna go back to a place where we can hide. You wanna legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial ballistics.
Welcome everyone to AMD Ryzen and Windows 11 present the Esports Club Challenger Series for Valorant powered by Crucial alongside our broadcast partner Loco. I'm CCV, joined alongside new face today. It is Baba Gusta. Baba, we've shared desks on many other esports titles today. First time for you here at the Esports Club Valorant as well. First time for the both of us here at the Valorant desk. And the matchup couldn't be any better. It's going to be high stakes. It's going to be the quarterfinals of the second qualifier. We have already had a previous best of 3 as of today. August, they ended up securing the win. It was a quick 2-0 from their side, and now they move on further into the semifinals. And our next matchup, I believe definitely it's going to be a lot more closer. It will be Chillcord up against the side of Reckoning Esports. Best of 3 it is. Single elimination. The team that loses, they'll be out of the tournament. They will be leaving without making it into the group stages, without having a chance to go on the LAN. So keeping that in mind, Baba, the stakes are as high as they can be. These are two very good rosters, and moving on forward, it's going to be really a very high stakes matchup for them. So how do you feel, seeing the level of competition that we have, and of course the prize pool that's to offer as well?
Well, I have to say, CCV, it is a lot to take in. Not only does the team has higher chances to be eliminated out, but also they still have a chance to get into the land spot, which is a pretty
Yep.
huge thing for them. And talk about the prize pool itself, a total prize pool of 15 lakh rupees. The first position will have a total of 7.5 lakhs. That is huge coming in from the team side. And when it comes to competition, there will be a lot.
Oh, absolutely. There will be, yeah. Again, the top 3 prizes, they will be fought out during the LAN event, which will be taking place on the 12th, 13th, and 14th of August. Again, we're having a look at the entirety of the challenge series and what we have seen so far. Today, I mean, it is going to be the quarterfinals. Again, tomorrow as well will be the quarterfinals. We'll be deciding our final 4 teams heading on forward into the finals taking place on Thursday, where on forwards, the 2 teams qualifying into the group stages are going to be there. Of course, we'll have the wildcard event as well in the middle. So there are a couple of changes, this graphic, there is going to be that wildcard event, which will be taking place from the 23rd to the 24th of July. It is going to be, again, very, very chaotic. The teams, they will have that second redemption. And overall, once the wildcard events are done, once we have our our 8 total teams ready from the 25th of July to the 30th of July, we'll have our group stages. Out of those 8 teams, the 4 best teams in South Asia will be determined, which will be moving on forward to play in the Challenger Series finals taking place in the Esports Club Arena. Exactly like we'd mentioned as well. It will be 12th, 13th, and 14th of August. Book your tickets already free of cost. It is going to be in Bangalore. Go into the description, get yourself sorted. If you do not live in Bangalore, like myself, you will definitely need to arrange some travels, but you have to. Trust me, you have to arrange something for yourself, because that is going to be the Esports Club Arena is going to be the largest gaming festival India will have seen so far in 2022. It is going to be so much more than just Valorant. We'll have community events for so many other esports titles, not just for PC but for console. We'll have cosplay events. You can meet your favorite content creators and players. It's going to be really fun. And speaking of the players, already we have the 10 players, both from Chillcord and from Reckoning. They have decided the veto. So, Baba, take us through the maps that we will be seeing today.
Yep. Talk about the first map itself. It will be on Icebox. That has been picked from the opposition side. So looks like Reckoning Esports will go on defense on the first map. The second map will be on Ascent. This map is specifically picked by Reckoning Esports. And last but not the least, the decider map will be on Fracture, the final decider map, if and only if Reckoning Esports do win map number 2, but not on map number 1, we will have the decider map. If not, we would see the opposition team go ahead and have a toughest fight of all time. Keep that in mind that only talk about the spots itself in the second qualifiers, everything is on the line. If you want to have a spot on the LAN, you just have to give it all they've got.
Absolutely. So yeah, Icebox going to be our first map chosen by Chillcord, and defense has been opted by Reckoning Esports. Makes a lot of sense. Reckoning always like to go for that double sentinel play with the Sage and a Killjoy. I think that's what their recent compositions have shown, but they may opt for a change. No, Bad Love is hovering over that Sage, and Harsh. Oh, sorry, Bad Love is hovering over the Killjoy, and Harsh will be choosing the Sage. So yeah, from the side of Reckoning Esports, makes a lot of sense why they have already opted for defense on the opposition's choice. Their composition will be favoring a lot in their defense. You've got the Viper, you've got the Sage, you've got the KJ. You can slow down and practically halt so many executions with just these 3 agents. And moving on over to the side of Shilkor, it's going to be a regular of theirs as well. You know, it's going to be double initiator, but Satan this time will be picking up the Fade instead of the Sova, which I think Chillcord usually go for that. I mean, the one time or a couple of times that we have seen them play on Icebox, it's usually been in KO and Sova, but Satan isn't going to be going for that. And Baba, you know, we were having this discussion right before we went live about the Fade versus Sova market share domination that's been taking place and the change that has been taking place. And this is another example of that. Sova is now not mandatory on a map like Icebox. He is optional. It's dependent on the teams. So Rio makes the choice of picking up that agent, but Satan doesn't. For the time being, the mandatory agents are definitely going to be Jet being picked up by both the rosters, and of course, Viper, because, well, it's Icebox.
Yeah, definitely. Because when it comes to a specific agent like Viper, all you gotta do is just block a lot of lines of sight. And talk about both the A and B side, both of them has a very huge long angles for both of these teams to take care of. So minimizing that range in your ensuring that you have enough amount of blinding capabilities, and plus with the help of KJ, the amount of lockdown that you can proceed into as a site is more than enough to hold off their ground. But it always comes down to the gunplay. So who will be victorious on the gunfights will be able to proceed into as the match itself, folks. Round number 1, bi-phase. And we always love the first round itself. Now, don't we, CCV? The pistol round, it always the deciding factor to determine who will have that huge economy round. I have to say, for Team Reckoning Esports, they would always aim to do so.
Yeah, both the teams want to start off with the strongest foot possible in an Icebox. Again, a map where attack and defense, both of those sides are really, you know, vital. And it's not heavily dependent, or it's not heavily predetermined where a team can really make the best effort. It's not like some other maps where attack is really strong or defense is really strong. Here, honestly, on Icebox, it depends a lot on your you know, on your compositions and what do you want to go for. So from the side of Chillcore, you know, with them going for double initiator, of course they want to focus on that side of attacking, getting through with the executes. You know, you've got Sean on that KO, you've got Satan on the Fade, Venka is going to be the entry fragger as the Jet, and then of course you have Techno as the Viper, and then Glyph may not play the most major role just yet. As a chamber, he definitely will be taking some of those initial gunfights, especially after a bit, once he gets the Tour de Force and once the Headhunter keeps on, you know, clicking heads. But for the time being, chamber will be a lot more passive on attack, but that is bound to change later on as Chillcore, they ready themselves up for their first execute. It's going to be a quick clear of B garage. The Prowler goes through. The toxic screen will go up from the side of Techno, and the attackers, well, they're ready to plant the spike. They're just waiting to see any defender out there, but now the defenders counteract with their own utility. One swarm grenade is enough to deter the attackers for a while. The other one goes through as well. Shilcord want to make waves, but the opening kill goes in favor of defense. Reckoning Esports a man up.
Yeah, talk about Pixels. He's still holding out their ground as best as possible. They wasted a lot of utilities on the defensive side. All they have to do is just plant the spike and force themselves in a post-plant situation. Ghost upgrade in the hands of Pixels. All he needs to do is just tap heads or just tap on the body side of Venka. And let's not forget, he even has the snake bite that will deny the post plant happening on the side of the attackers. Information being relayed around from Page's end, but it's not going to work out well. Bad Luck comes back with the classic. So does Pixel. Satan's will go down, which means there's only 2 players left. And all Chilcott needs to do is just be careful on their shots. Deadly. Not so deadly at all. A jump peek comes back as Worst Aimer comes back with the classic. They're making a decision to fall back into the A site, and I can understand why. They lost a lot of players, but now they need to ensure a plant should happen on towards A.
It's going to be so much more difficult. Rio already in perfect position, 13 seconds on the clock. Sova, easy headshot, looking for another, and it will be. Rio never misses with those, and Reckoning Esports, exactly what we were talking about, Baba, you know, with their composition being so reliant on their defense, and with their composition being so strong on defense. Let's have a look at the replay. I mean, this replay is after most of the bodies have dropped, but we already saw, you know, exactly what happened. We saw how those bodies were dropped, and well, you know, not only that, but the replay also captured Rio's amazing skills, and simple as that. For Reckoning, they only lost a single player. That was Deadly 10, as the Jet again makes sense. He was really holding that flank and he was watching the backstab. Died. That's perfectly fine. The most important moral of the story was Reckoning Esports, they are very well aware how to use their defensive utility. The snake bites, the swarm grenades, and anything else that Reckoning wanted to use was laid out in front of the Chilcott members, and unfortunately the attackers could do nothing, as even right now, the attackers can't really do much. They don't have the best of guns. It is the proper anti-eco on the side of defense. Spectre's full armor, just upgraded pistols, but these upgraded pistols provide and upgrade that luxury of confidently taking those gunfights. Exactly what Techno did right here. He lands a very crisp, a very clean headshot, moves back. Chilcott are still down in the man count, but all they want is to plant the spike. Is that going to be possible? You never really know.
Yeah, talk about that shot from Sean's end, the classic. Beautifully timed there to get the frag. Deadly will be immediately get picked out from the KO's ability. He will be detected, which means that Reckoning Esports will be at a post-plant situation, but they forgot about Bad Love. He's already near the site, but it's too late. Satan comes back yet again with the refrag. And all they have to do is just hold their ground. Rio comes back with the Sheriff to take out Sean, which means it's all down to Satan. He needs to be patient. He needs to wait it out. The frag has been coming in. The classic. All it needs is just good amount of patience. He will get one. That's Deadly gone. It's all down to Rio. He has the Spectre in hand. All he needs to do is just spray in towards the body, and he will do exactly that. Clean, precise post-plant win at the hands of Reckoning Esports, as they'll be able to win round number 2 as well without having any problems. But on the bright side, I could say Chilcott will get some economy back on their track, which means they'll have some Vandals and Phantoms in their hands.
Exactly. I think most importantly for Chilcott, not only did they build their own economy by saving this round, but they've dealt a major punch to the side of Reckoning Esports, who themselves have to go for a full-on like semi-eco. This is not going to be their proper buy. It's not going. I wouldn't even classify this as a bonus round, because they have to invest some of it. So Chilcott, even though they lost the round, they did one job perfectly, which was waste and deplete so many of the rifles and SMGs on the side of Reckoning Esports. They have no choice but to suffer financially. And that's the repayment that, you know, Reckoning Esports will be undergoing right now for the upcoming round. So Chilcott now, for the first time, will have the advantage when it comes to the weaponry, the armory, and all they need is a good execute. And this is where they have to work their own brains. Where do they look to execute? So many of the times in Icebox, even right now, we haven't seen the attackers focus too much on mid. All they do is they spend a little bit of utility there, maybe a cloud burst from Jet to, you know, allow for a single angle peak, maybe the 0 point from KO, but not a lot. They have to focus more on mid. They may even try to think about pushing it, but no, Chilcott are not taking up any of those strategies. All 5 players huddled outside of A. Prowler goes through. Reckoning Esports, they've got their utility readied up. Venka, again, entry fragger right there. He is the spearhead of the attack. Chilcott are going to be investing everything into this round. Look at that. Viper Spit goes off, and now the attackers get the opener, but it's going to come at a cost. Reckoning Esports, all of them, well, 4 of them, will be ready for the retake right outside of the bomb site.
Yeah, they've already lost Bad Love, which means for RTE, winning this post round would be even much more difficult. Here comes Venka back again with the Vandal. A shot at the headshot, another kill, triple kill for him. Pixel is just making his best efforts to hold his ground, but he is unstoppable, folks. A quad kill for Venka. And all he needs to do is get the ace from the Rio. Can he get it? Yes, he does! Venka with the ace. And with it, we will see Chilcord win round number 3 in fashion, folks. All they had to do was just waste a lot of utilities on the attacker side in round number 2, get the advantage back on track. And in round number 4, it might come into their hands back again.
It can. It absolutely can. Well, now it's dependent on what kind of play or Reckoning looking to go for. Here, they totally went for the retake, and it hurt Reckoning because, again, they didn't have the best of weaponry. If you know for a fact that there are 3 or 4 attackers in the bomb side and you still want to go for a retake, it's not going to be good. Now, Reckoning should be looking to tackle the bomb side head on, and we can see that from Deadly 10 and from Hush holding such an aggressive angle. But the attackers know about it. Deadly 10 risking his life in front of so many members of Chilcord. Using the dash, he retreats safely. So, his special ability saves him just in the nick of time, but gives plenty of info to Chilcord for them to move up forward. Initial duels will be taking place. It's Jet versus Jet right now. Venka versus Deadly 10. We've known both of these players. We've seen both of these players drop massive amount of kills in a single map. 25 and above, 30 and above. Here, when they need it the most, they have to do it again. It is just the start of Icebox. After this, we will have Ascent for sure. Maybe even Fracture. They have to think long term, and they have to keep on delivering. For the time being, entirety of Chilcord, after thinking of executing or going for a fast execute on A, they backed off towards mid. Glyph wanted to sneakily push through, but he is caught by Bad Love, and Chilcord are caught red-handed in their attempts of going for a pincer attack. So now, the remaining 4 attackers with 30 seconds left on the clock and practically no map control, where did they go for?
Opening pick is already at the hands of Reckoning Esports once again, and it continues to do so with Pixels. A headshot to take out Venka, who just made an absolute wonderful job in the previous round. But unfortunately, it's not going to work out. Snakebite comes back, Pixel gets one more and another to clear it off. Taking out Satan, and with it, this round will be theirs as well. 3-1, or should I say, yeah, it is 3-1 at the hands of Reckoning Esports as we take a look at the instant replay as well. Such patience does Reckoning Esports made in that particular round. All Chilcord was trying to do was to just find an opening in towards the mid side, but since there was the smoke which has already been placed from the Viper, they had to make a move because they were wasting a lot of time. They only had 40 seconds left, and in that 40 seconds, it was a do or die situation for Chilcord. They tried to make an attempt, they made for that push, but unfortunately Bad Love knew exactly what was happening. All he had to do was just hold out the mid grounds and let the entire execute fall down at the hands of Reckoning Esports. A job well done for them, and I have to say this time, they are back with the eco rounds. Chilcord needs to be careful on certain moments like that, and turns out it's looking out very well for them. Satan already with the first frag, this time taking out the info gathering agent, Sova.
Yeah, again, Rio is gone. Chilcord have that initial advantage, but now Reckoning strike back. Yeah, they proved that, okay, the Sheriff has its moments, but it's the consistency of a Vandal that truly matters in a full round. Venka, Blade Storm, 2 blades remaining, and it is going to be this Jet versus Jet rivalry. This time, Deadly 10 just had so much of an advantage, you know. Venka, his team down in the ditches, not having the man advantage, him being all alone towards mid in a vulnerable angle with 2 blades. Easy kill for Deadly 10. Glyph manages 1 frag in that crossfire that was being maintained, but Hush, as the battle sage, closes it out, and it will be the 4th round for the side of Reckoning Esports. Chilcord, they had that glimmer of hope all the way back in round number 3 when Reckoning's economy was, I wouldn't call it terrible, but below average, below par. They were struggling with credits, with buying those rifles. They had to go for that save, and that's when Chilcord exploited that fact. But now the fact of the matter is that Reckoning's economy is doing quite well. We are seeing 2 operators come out. Glyph, exactly like I was mentioning, either the Torre Force or the operator. He's ready for it. By the time the next round rolls around, he'll get his ult. So this chamber will have a lot of work to do, but it's not like Reckoning don't have that ultimate. Deadly 10 is ready. He spots a player, no misses, and loses his life. Excellent headshot through the boxes by Venka. Dashes into the bomb side looking for another. He does find one more. The previous time he executed on A, he got an ace. This time, a double 2 in his name before he goes for a double. is what Rio gets as well, as he equalizes the man count. And a Reckoning Esports in Chilcot, all the teams go for a stalemate, and now it's time for the retake with that lockdown.
Yeah, this lockdown will be painful for Chilcot to defend. In just mere 2 seconds, the defenders will now have control on the side. Also, the blockage of line of sight, but it's still not enough. Sean is still here with a constant pre-fire. He'll be able to succeed to take out Bad Love, but the control on the side is what the Reckoning Esports concels at. Chilcot is just trying their best share of efforts to hold their ground, but it's not happening. Can we see Pixels win it out? Yes, once again, Postplan succeeded at the hands of Reckoning Esports. The sheer amount of aggressiveness that Chilcot had proceeded, unfortunately, it had to come to an end with Rio making his fair share of plays. A 4K from his end. A job well done, putting themselves on the scoreboard 5-1. A huge lead from them. And now they are back again with a huge decision. Now, talking about round number 6, they have to make a decision either if they have to go in for yet another eco round or do they have to go in for another force buy. And talk about the eco round, which did eventually lost and eventually losing on the previous round. I think it would be best for them to go for a force buy round here. CCV.
I mean, yeah, they have to, desperate times call for desperate measures. CA, the coach of Chilcot, is taking that tactical timeout, trying to figure out what exactly is going wrong, how they can improve. But man, one performance that I have to highlight, definitely has to be like, one performance that I have to highlight, it has got to be the side of like Harsh, as that Sage always comes in just in the nick of time and has been helping his team time and time again. Always, the thing is, as the Sage, you are either going to be the last person on the bomb side or like one of the initial players on the bomb side. And I feel like that so far doing an excellent job. We haven't seen a lot really from Glyph just yet. And as a matter of fact, I mean, even Harsh isn't doing the most when it comes to kills, but it's the fact that your utility matters. And as Sentinels, that applies with a lot of ample amount and with like an amplification as well, is that your utility's got to matter. But Glyph, although he has had 2 kills, he gets his hands on the Tour de Force now. The upgraded operator is here, and towards B main, he will find himself against 2 defenders. Can the Chamber pull it off? It's going to be the battle of the Sentinels again. And Glyph, oh no. Poor Glyph, he's blocked off. Venka though, look at that. Beautiful headshot. Deadly 10 is gone. While we were focusing on that Sentinel v Sentinel duel, we forgot about the king of duels. It's the duelist against the duelist. So Venka takes out Deadly 10. There's a refrag. Both the jets are gone. And again, Chilcot, they have to figure out where to execute. They've already traded bodies on the A bomb side. So proceeding to the same site again, is it possible? Will it happen? Let's wait and watch.
Yeah, currently we see Chilcot playing for picks, hoping to see whether they can get control on the side. The upgradation of the weapon is exactly what they're trying to do. Their positioning, though, however, will be compromised from Sova's dart. Now, Glyph, on the other hand, is at a very spot angle. Oh, what a flick! I wish we could get to see that from his perspective. And that will give them the clearest in towards the B side. Now, here's the main problem. They don't have mid control. They have control on both the sides, and they have to be careful. Bad Love has the proper positioning and also the confirmation. Here comes the confirmation on the spike. This is not good. Not good at all. Now they have the confirmation. And Glyph, he needs to come back because they're losing a lot of time. 12 seconds left. Not enough bullets remaining, but not enough for him to get the confirmation, though. Bad Love comes back again from the Classic. He even has the protection from Harsh and also the confirmation in the end, too. Sean and Glyph will be taken out. And back again, we will see Reckoning Esports be in a tremendous lead. 6-1. And I have to say, even with them gaining control on both the side, mid control is exactly what you need to be careful about. Yes, I can understand that Glyph did get the confirmation on taking out the Viper, and immediately Chilcots decide, you know what, B is clear. How about we just rotate ourselves back to B and just head in for the plant? But the main problem is that they didn't have enough information regarding players in towards mid that eventually caught them off guard.
Exactly, it's info, it's the time pressure. Deadly 10, no. Deadly 10 currently, we were hyping up Deadly 10 against Venka, but Deadly is not having the best of days right now. Quiet today in the server, 3 kills to his name at the bottom of the table. He went for a very aggressive play, gave up his life, died. Now Harsh is there in the bomb side alongside Rio, and now these supportive players, they have to keep the momentum up. They have to keep the equilibrium, and they're doing an excellent job. Another kill for Rio on towards mid. More chaos ensues as now the hit will be taking place on the B bomb side, but I don't think there's much of a hit remaining. You know, yeah, Glyph wins the duel against Pixels, but look at where the spike is. Harsh has gone for the revive onto Bad Love. Reckoning again have that man advantage, and the positioning of Chillcord, it's all over the map. They need to figure something out, and if Satan goes down, again the spike will be dropped. Glyph needs to step up. He needs to flank from B. It's got to happen right now, but I think, and I have a suspicion, Reckoning are aware about it. Yeah, look at Bad Love holding that exact angle. So it's going to be difficult. Satan is gone. The spike has been dropped, and alongside it, the hopes of Chillcord potentially winning this round. Glyph isolates one gunfight. Bad Love got a little too antsy, but this chamber has a lot more to do in just 20 seconds.
There's still a chance for Glyph to succeed this 1v2 clutch. It always comes down to the timing. Unfortunately, he doesn't have much, so Reckoning Esports will make a decision to fall back and hold their ground. They know exactly what kind of execute will Glyph proceed with. We actually get one kill, but all Harsh needs to do is just play patiently and get the final frag nonetheless. There you go. 7-1, Reckoning Esports doing a fantastic job on defense by gaining mid control for more than 2 to 3 rounds. Even with Glyph gaining control on the B side, it is still not enough for Chillcord to handle the situation in towards mid. The flanks, however, from Glyph's end didn't work out too well from his end now, did it? I mean, they were just trying to be patient. They were seeing whether if they could play for pick, see if they can get an opener pick. And when it comes to an opening pick, they have succeeded in doing so. They did succeed in taking out Deadly, and unfortunately, with the Deadly being on the bottom of the leaderboards, he will make a decision to not use the AWP and prefer to use the Vandal instead. So at this point, this will be an execute in towards the A side. Meanwhile, we still see Chamber right in towards mid. Mid control is exactly what Chillcord was having a bit of problems. And now they're doing exactly that. Playing for picks once again from Reckoning Esports. And let's not forget, they still have the Viper's Pet. They just need to find a proper chokehold, and that chokehold might be given at the hands of Glyph, but no information is being given from the turret. And now Harsh knows exactly what's happening, but he misses it. Glyph gets that headshot, and this is desperate. Desperate times calls for desperate measures for Chillcord. And Bad Love, does he know exactly where his location is? Yes, he does. Again, mid-control. Mid-control is exactly what Chillcord is missing out, but the huge aggressiveness push from the site is more than enough to get the control. Can it go for post-plant? A lot of players have been tired. Pixels has been patiently waiting. Lockdown is present, which means that they have to still wait it out. Pixels, oh boy, he was about to get picked out, but he will still stay alive. But for how long? 25 seconds. The push needs to happen.
Oh.
And this time they're starting to fall apart. Rio gets one. There goes your initiator. KO. Which could have been helpful in the game. Useful information. Yeah, there you go. They've made a decision to head in towards the B side, which is a good decision. Post plant 3v2. Let's see if they can hold it out.
So the Viper Spit is gone for Techno. He still has both of those snake bites, and that's the only element that can allow Chillcord to try and take this win. If they focus on gunfights, I don't think it will go their way. All Reckoning members, they have practically almost all of their HP. Meanwhile, Techno, no armor, 45. The toxic string goes through, and Reckoning, they can go for a fake if they want to. Yeah, Chillcord under immense pressure right now. Rio will be sticking it. Pixels. Oh, he's looking for a fight, but no, it's just going to be Bad Luck. Plain and simple for the Killjoy. Moves in, another triple kill, and good god, the amount of triple kills we've seen from Reckoning and their players, you know. I think we've seen 2 triple kills so far from Pixels. One from Bad Love, and I think there was another round where it was either Rio or Harsh who went for it. So, yeah, just an amazing day these guys have been having in the server. Currently leading with 8-1. Bad Love and Pixels in this firefight of getting the most amount of kills. But it's a healthy gunfight, you know. I mean, it's a healthy fight overall, so not gunfight. They just want as many kills as possible. And honestly, it benefits the team. And I don't think it can benefit Reckoning even more than it is already right now. 7-round advantage. Practically, they have the entire half confirmed. All Reckoning need to worry about is what happens once the side swap happens. And they've got 2 sentinels on attack, but they need not think about it just yet because the defense is remaining and Deadly, and he has finally awoken. 2 kills for the Jet,
One
and
enemy
now the
remaining.
support is here. There's the remaining cavalry, and Bad Love, the MVP of the previous round, continues on his journey of domination once again.
Yeah, being at a 1v4 situation back again is not a good way for Chilcott to be losing a lot of round, especially on a situation like 8-1. The only problem is Satan is currently safe. They don't have any information regarding his whereabouts. But I'm clearly quite not sure whether if he could win this 1v4 clutch, because all three players from the mid side on the side of Reckoning Esports, they have control. They even have the spike at their hands. So the only thing that they can do right now in the mere 45 seconds is try to understand what went wrong. What exactly went wrong with that execute? I mean, we saw Chilcord was just on it from the mid push. They thought that, you know, hopefully if we
30
just
seconds
brute
left.
force our way in, if we get an opening pick or two, maybe we could, you know, figure out a way to gain control on the mid side, because Reckoning Esports, they already have mid control for more than 5 to 6 rounds. Harsh back again with the final frag, not having any problems at all dealing with Satan. But I have to say, Deadly was a bit quiet for more than 6 to 7 rounds. But now, with the open hand, we all know why his name's Deadly in the first place now, don't we, CCB?
Oh, man, Deadly 10 every single time. I still remember my favorite era of Deadly. That was back when he just started playing out the KO, and he was one of the very few people who played the KO in South Asia. Again, quite a while ago, a couple of months ago. Now everyone plays the KO, and every team incorporates that agent. But yeah, Deadly 10, those pop flashes, I still remember so many of them on Split, on Haven. Good God, those were a thing of beauty. Right now, though, Chilcott, okay, destroy the stage wall. Harsh at the front line of this defense, and as the Sage, again, nickname Battle Sage given. So, opening kill going in favor. Venka is gone. That's gotta hurt Chilcott, because that's the entry fragger off the board. Yes, there is a trade, and yes, it's a Sentinel. So it hurts Reckoning, but it will hurt Chilcott a little bit more, because that's the spearhead of the attack eliminated. The attackers will be repositioning on towards B for a proper execute. But whenever it comes to these duels, Reckoning are winning them. Look at Bad Love. Move on over. Excellent flick. Glyph is eliminated, and now it is a 2 versus 3. Both the attackers have used their ultimates. You know, there is that null command. We can still hear the suppression on the defenders. Now it's gone. The Nightfall was present earlier, but alongside the night, Satan is now gone. It's as bright as the day, and Reckoning Esports, they're shining as brightly as the sun. So Sean is the final player, eliminated by Pixels, and again, it's going to be another simple round for RGE. They move on and get double digits already in the first half itself.
Yep, and they only have one last round after the role swap comes to an end.
Last round
10-1, folks. 10 dominating victories, the hands of Reckoning Esports, and on the side of Team Chilcott, they've only won one attack. Things are not looking too good from their end, but in this last round, hopefully, they might be able to do something about it. At this point, the only ultimate which is present on the side of Team Chilcott is the Tour de Force. That's exactly what Glyph has. And he'll be able to give some weapons at the hand of his teammates too, because all it needs is just perfect timing. There you go. Smokes, lines of sight already being used from both the teams. And now they're making an execute towards the B side. No control on mid, back again, and all it needs is just patience. And that patience will give them the key to execute on the side. Pixels back again to deny plant, but do they know there's an aggressive peek coming in from the side of the attackers? Not quite sure. Venka and Satan comes back. A huge aggressive push. They have to do it. And here comes the post plant. RG is left with only 3 players. And those 3 need to succeed this post plant. Sean misses the opportunity to take out the Sage, and here comes the pop flash. Pop flash misses it out as the battle Sage Harsh proves strongly as ever. And there goes the ultimate too.
Yeah, the resurrection is there. The Killjoy lockdown is present. Pixels is now revived. Lockdown in full force. Chilcott, they do not have a Soba. I don't think they can destroy the lockdown. Deadly 10 with a headshot. The attackers have no choice, but they have to go back. Snakebite works its wonders, but only temporarily. No one has been detained, but Reckoning can easily go for the defusal if they want it. Venka from the sidestep, from mid. Satan also fires off, and it is going to be the Jet in Fate who keep the hopes alive for Chilcott. Just a while longer. It didn't come down to the utilities. It was just onto the firefights, and they worked 3 different kills, 2 different players, 3 different headshots, but yet it was the same result. Chilcore are still in it, but it is such a major deficit right now. 8 rounds to go before they can even think of equalizing the score. Reckoning Esports currently lead by 8. They are 2 rounds away from match point and 3 away from sheer victory. Both of these teams now with their tactical timeout, the 1 minute tactical timeout that every single team has in the midst, after the side swap takes place. So Howard, do you think, obviously we know there will be 2 very different conversations taking place in both the boot camps during this tactical timeout. Do you want to highlight on any team you want to talk about and what they should do from this point forward?
And if I have to talk about a team on Reckoning Esports' side, although granted we did get to see them make a lot of multi-kills, like 3Ks, 4Ks coming in from Bad Love's end, Harsha's end, and Rio's end, but we almost forgot about Chill Code, especially Venka, who made that ace happen on round number 3. A huge aggressive push in towards the A side where they got picked off out of nowhere. But here's the main problem. The main problem on Chilcon's end is that whenever they try to head in for an execute, or should I say, when they try to play for picks, it kind of feels like that you always get to see Reckoning Esports gain mid control every single round. So
Yeah.
whenever you see Chamber pushing in from the B side, he gets an opening pick, but they don't have mid control itself because the rest of the 3 players from the A side are mainly focusing on getting a pick. So once they get an information regarding that, hey, B is clear, and then they decides to fall back. That is actually one time they did get picked off from Badla once again. It kind of shows on how less of an information that they have on towards the mid side. So Chilcard, since they're the one being on defense in the second half, what I can think of is that winning this pistol round will give them a lot of hopes for them to be winning a lot of defensive round in the second half.
Oh, but Glyph was all alone in the A bomb site. He decided to push it like that much. Okay, all right. Risky decision doesn't pay off. Techno is right here. Oh, there's the sheriff, but yeah, not enough of a spamfire ability with that weapon to break the stage wall just in the nick of time. But they still manage to prevent the spike from going down. And this time the flank works. Glyph was unsuccessful, but Satan completes the job. Back on equal numbers, Reckoning have no choice but to retreat and to try somewhere else because their hopes and their methodology on the B bomb site was just stopped, just like what they had done to Chilcott in their own defensive round. The defense stepping up, the utility being present and not allowing any opportunity for the attackers to even push through into the B bomb site, let alone plant the spike. That was a second thought. But Reckoning,
30
they have
seconds
got
left.
Chilcott when Chilcott were least expecting it because there's no defender on the A bomb side. The attackers in this 4v4 get free access to the side, push it into a post plant, and they can get into optimal post plant situations. So Chilcott, what is their plan of retaliating? What is their plan of pushing back? Yeah, Techno is on the backstab, but if he fails, it's going to get a whole lot worse.
Looks like RG is currently playing for lineups, and currently, I think it's not working out too well. The flank pot's not being able to see in, and somehow CC misses a lot of shots from their end. They need to focus on getting control on the side, but unfortunately it is too late. Or is it though? Harsh actually gets an opening pick. 2 kills already. All they have to do is just wait for Sean's this time. Oh boy! Harsh! What a recovery on that round, and what a clutch being made from this man right here. And I really can't wait to look at that in the instant replay too. Man, at the beginning, the opening pick was present from Bad Love's end, and for a moment, I thought Chilcott would have got the advantage in the post-plant situation. Even more so, they even had the flank opportunity. The lineup was placed at the right time, but somehow the Battle Sage has done it again. The Battle Sage will be the one to clutch it out for Team Reckoning Esports, and they'll put themselves on 11-2, having a huge boon to the economy growth. And now they have Spectres and Bulldogs. And now things will not look even much more good at the hands of Team CC because they currently are down with Classics and Sheriffs.
The side of Chilcott, it is ropes right now. Reckoning Esports looking to march their way forward. with the Stompo victory on the map of Icebox. Chillcode were preparing for a flank. We saw Techno right there. He peeked. He just barely peeked. Already down to 50 HP. He was like, nope, I am all alone on the B bomb side. I cannot make any sort of risk. But Harsh is going to be bringing the fight to Techno. Checks the corner. Pre-fire. Another shot. And this is the spike down. Rio in the most unorthodox position. Gets one. Goes for combat against a pistol. It's going to be another for the Sova. He's looking for more. Yeah, Rio. He's not going to back down. Absolutely not. This is Reckoning in their prime. The third. And Deadly finishes it off. It is going to be Rio with yet another triple kill. Flawless round win. I get it. It was the anti-eco, but it was a great execute nonetheless. Chillcode, when it comes to their defenses, they have to focus on their rotations. This is the one thing we're seeing right now, is that Reckoning are catching them in the act of lacking that situational awareness. We saw it in the pistol. When Reckoning got a free bomb site to plant the spike, 4 versus 4. Even right now, yeah, inferior weaponry on the defenders, but still you could put yourself in better positions. Regardless of that, it's now going to be the bonus round on the side of Reckoning Esports. Chillcode, probably their final round if they're not careful about it. They've got 5 rifles full armor. They better make it to work.
Yeah, look at Glyph's positioning right now. All he has to do is just see whether if he can get caught out. But no, it's too late. He's been caught out from the Sova's recon drone. And now tension starts to flow around on Glyph's end because he's been tagged constantly. Slows comes back and the confirmation will come back at the hands of Deadly. 2 kills. And just like that, they have control on the B side. And Venka, he needs to do something about it because it's post-plant 3v5. This is match point. Team Chillcode has made a decision to pick map Icebox. And looks like Team Reckoning Esports have no problems claiming this map at all. They have to make a play. They have to do something about this. They need to find an opening or else this would be all it on map number 1. And looks like they will. Viper comes back. He gets to take out Bad Love, but the protection is way too much on RGE's end. It's too much for them to handle. Satan is still here. He's still trying to give a lot of protection for the team, but it's too much to handle for Team Chillcode. And now they're here to end. I mean, they're just here to end it out, Viper, nonetheless. There you go. 13-2. What a performance being relayed around in the hands of Team Reckoning Esports. And man, what a clutch being made at the hands of Harsh in the second half.
Yeah, that clutch right there in that pistol, that 1 versus 3 that he had. Insane performance. Highlighted him like a while ago. I'd said when Harsh was still at the bottom of near the bottom of the table with the kills, I said about his utility. But then he was like, you know what, CCV? It's not just about the utility, is it? Valorant, after all, is a 5 versus 5 tactical shooter. Let me shoot everyone in the server, and that's exactly what he did. The Sage, as many lives as she claimed, she resurrected enough of her own arsenal and enough of her own infantry, and just allowed Reckoning to be so confident and so mighty in this map. There wasn't much of retaliation, unfortunately, or rebuttal from the side of Chillcode. And the map, honestly, like 13-2, it's a stomp over win. Not much can be said about what has just happened. But Chillcode, given that the next map is Ascent, yeah, it's going to be tougher. But I guess, seeing how they always play, they can focus on something else. They can fix it on a different kind of strategy to try and make it work. For now, let's see everything that happened on the map of Icebox. Speaking about the strategy, the plays, the fails, the executes, right from the get-go, right from the pistol round, Reckoning, they had complete control. I mean, look at that. Rio started this match with a double kill with that ghost. Reckoning started this match with a almost flawless pistol round win. Chillcode did reply back. Round 2 was so close, and this is where I thought, okay, Chillcode still have a chance. They've really attacked the economy of RGE, but Reckoning were never bothered by it in the future ever again. They had plenty of credits for Vandals and Phantoms and Operators every time we saw them, and they always put them to great use as well.
Yeah, talk about the first half itself. I really have to talk about Chillcode's end. The economy, for a moment there, I thought Chillcode has finally managed to bring themselves back up on round number 3, denying a lot of economy growth because of Venka, who just made an ace happen. And next thing you know, we see RG adapt to the situations that they've been in. They kept, they did understood the way how, the Chillcode went in for the execute. They realized that they didn't have much control in towards mid. a lot of multi kills happen at the hands of RGE, and I have to say that second half, that 1v3 was a certified Harsh classic, CCV. It was a certified Harsh classic.
Yeah,
1v3, a clutch moment.
the
Knowing that,
classic.
yeah, the classic, it's one of the most underrated weapons of all time. Many of them would still prefer the Ghost because of how long range it is,
Yes.
but classic, it has its own feels, and being able to clutch, especially on a pistol round, was very much important for Reckoning Esports because if, say for an example, if Chillcord did get to win the second half, then maybe this wouldn't have ended out in a 13-2. It would have been a different scenario. It would have been a 13-5, even if we did, if Chillcord managed to succeed their bonus round too. So everything was on the line for RGE, especially on the second half. If they want to guarantee they win, and they did exactly that. They win the eco round, they even won the bonus round, which in fact ended up being a 13-2. So a job well done for Team RGE, but unfortunate for Team Chillcord because they just got eliminated out.
Yep, they have been eliminated out of the first map, and right now they are on the ropes. They are hanging by a thread in this best of three, given how their performance has been. If they want to keep their hopes alive for the land spot to make it into the group stages, they better start playing a lot better than what we have seen so far. But still, some good performances. There was a Venka, absolutely, as the entry fragger every single time you saw him be that spearhead, be the first person, be it attack, be it defense. He was on the get go of the opposition, and many a times he was successful as well. It was great to see that Venka against Deadly 10 rivalry spark up early on. Even though Deadly 10 wasn't getting the most amount of kills at the start of the map, it was still a great, Jet versus Jet going on. But once you have a look with the kills on over the side of Reckoning Esports, then you see the full picture.
Mhm.
16 for Bad Love, Harsh 16 kills and 6 deaths, Rio 14 kills and 7 deaths, Deadly 10 as well, 13 and 9, Pixels 11 and 9. It's not just the kills, it's the lowest amount of times that these guys have died as well. The more you stay alive, the more you save your weaponry, the more you save your credits, the less you have to rebuy all of that. And it's just overall better for you. And with such a huge survival rate favoring the side of Reckoning Esports, it meant more of a turnover in all of those rounds. It meant better and better results, and that's exactly what kept on happening. Unfortunate for Chillcord, but it's not going to be their best performance so far. We need to see a major improvement on the map of Ascent.
Yeah, and also I do have to apologize in the previous end when I said the Chill Cord got eliminated. No, it's not. It's best of three. I just realized. So map number 2 is where Chill Cord needs to hold their ground out. So
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully on map Icebox, if Reckoning Esports do continue their sheer amount of aggressiveness as they'd shown on map Icebox, and if they continue to do so on map number 2, then things will not look too good on Chill Cord's end.
Yeah, absolutely. For Chillcord, it's not even what Reckoning are doing. They have to improve. Whatever Reckoning throw their way, they just have to deal with it. They have to keep on moving forward. But this performance right now, the one we just saw, 2 and 13, it's not the best. They have to focus on a lot of things. Their gunfights, their strategy, their theories. They have to work everything out. For the time being, the players, they will have this slight little break between the maps to go over what has just happened to prepare themselves for the next map, and all of us will be taking a quick little break as well. So stay tuned, keep on watching, and we'll be right back with map number 2.
from the legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial ballistics. from the legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial ballistics.
Welcome back everyone to AMD Ryzen and Windows 11 present the Esports Club Challenger Series for Valorant, powered by Crucial alongside our broadcast partner Loco. I'm CCV, joined alongside Baba Gusta, and we are bringing to you the second qualifier of the Challenger Series, out of which it is the quarterfinals. We are deciding which will be the teams moving on forward into the finals of this qualifier. From where on forward, they'll try to secure a spot in the group stages. We'll have the wildcard events as well. And after all is said and done, after July, in August, we will have our LAN taking place. The top 4 teams of the Challenger Series, the top 4 teams of South Asia, will be competing against each other for a prize pool of 15 lakh rupees. Already in this quarterfinal, Baba, we have seen Reckoning Esports up against Chilcord. Reckoning taking a very easy 13-2 win on the map of Icebox, which was their opposition's choice. Now we head on over to their own map pick, which will be Ascent. So do you think there is a chance for Chilcord to try and make a comeback?
A comeback is the main thing that it's difficult to perform for CC, because talking about the first map itself, especially on map Icebox, going on 13-2 at their own map is definitely not a good way to be going out. And even more so, this is Reckoning's map pick. And on Ascent, whatever they do, they have to make their shots count. Talking about the agents pick that we're going to see right now, we will see the attackers making aka Reckoning Esports having a change of agents. Bringing in Breach, having that good initiator with a lot of concussions and flashes, even more so huge control on the sides thanks to his ultimate will give a lot of problems on the defensive side. Even more so, what's more interesting is the controllers. We will see Brimstone being brought out and talk about the side of CC, aka Techno. You'll bring in the Omen. And when it comes to Omen smokes, all you gotta do is just play around it, try to confuse the side of Team Reckoning Esports and hope to see whether if he can get an opening or not. The only main counter to it would be the information game, and I believe when it comes to having information, we have Rio bringing in Fade. So unless and until Fade is taken care of, being able to play around that smokes will be a bit difficult for the opposition team to defend to look onto.
Absolutely, yeah. Omen and Fade being there, it will get a lot more difficult for the side of Reckoning Esports. But Reckoning, Pixels, we have been seeing Reckoning time and time again, more recently pick up that Brimstone instead of an Omen, even instead of an Astra. So that's really good. Not really sure if it's because of the fact that Brimstone in general has been seeing more and more of an uptick when it comes to that controller domination market. Like on Fracture and even now on Pearl, you cannot go without a Brimstone. A Brim is necessary. On Pearl now, it's become a double controller. It's Viper and Brim, which usually is the com. But on Ascent, Brim has practically not had a huge presence. Neither is the case on a map like Haven. Now, Reckoning, they are going for that off meta pick, and they have been for a couple of times. So it may be because of the fact that they are comfortable with such an agent because they want to work with that. Regardless, let's leave it up to Pixels. He already has been a very, very consistent performer for Reckoning in that previous matchup as well. I think he had like 12, 11 kills, a couple of triple kills here and there. And that's always the thing with these controllers, man. Whenever we have seen good controller players, they are consistent. They're not going to be the best fraggers in the entire server. Neither will they be at the bottom of the table. They're always, I love to give them the Mr. Consistent title. Another player I have to highlight has to be in the first qualifier. We saw Lucia from Lethal. He got so many kills as the Brimstone when Lethal were playing, and eventually they qualified into the group stages as well. So now Pixels will be looking to do something similar. And, well, speaking of Reckoning Esports, speaking of their controllers, this time it's on to their duelist, Deadly 10 taking a gunfight. Now been shut down by Sean, and the Raze wants to delay the attack even further. But Reckoning, they've got no chill. They want to enter the B-bomb side right now without any delays, but delays will happen. Chillcord strike back. They do not let these attackers get free control of the map.
You still have Breach. You'll be able to at least flash a particular player or two to hold their ground. And they'll at least succeed for a post-plant situation. Here comes the Prowler to find its prey, but unfortunately he won't be able to get any information as of now. All they have to do is pay patiently. The concussion, will that work? Yes, it does. That'll help Rio to get one. Can he get the second? Techno still being alive, but not for long. And Harsh, all he has to do is wait for that perfect moment, and that moment will be given as a boon for Reckoning Esports. And I'm pretty much quite not sure if Techno can survive this. Only 2 HP, or should I say just 1 HP left. Information's being given once again, and here comes the confirmation on the kill too. At the hands of Reckoning Esports. Round number 1, pistol round, will be at the hands. And now, on round number 2, this is where the problem starts to arrive. Whether if Team Chillcord can manage to win round number 2 and disable their economic growth, then we could say that Team Reckoning Esports might repeat the same thing exactly like they did on map Icebox.
Yeah, and for Reckoning, I don't think they'll have any problems with repeating what they've done on Icebox. It was such a comfortable win, 13-2. They'll be looking to replicate just that. So let's see this anti-eco. There's the shorty. Then not checking the corner. Pixel's opener, and he eliminates Venka, who had that shorty in hand. Spam fire through the smoke, and the neon strikes. And yeah, I don't think there's much more to say about this round. There was just that play that took place towards the start. Chillcord, couple of upgraded pistols, but this is Reckoning's round primarily and practically because of the fact that they have better guns. I really don't think I need to give a more constructed argument. Everyone can understand the situation Chillcord are in. They want to save their economy. They're still trying to take these gunfights because honestly they've got nothing to lose. But for the side of Reckoning Esports, oh wait, can Battler fall back? He can't as of now. Still has to take these gunfights. But wait! Oh my god, Glyph. Beautiful headshot from behind. Pixels got a little too complacent. Costed him his life. But that's still another round for Reckoning Esports, albeit it took an interesting turn towards the end.
Yeah, it really did. Although the shots were pristine, in the end, Reckoning Esports will calmly gather round number 2 as well. Bonus round will be theirs too, which means in round number 3, they have all the items that they've got. Bonus round on round number 3, Spectres and Vandals. Vandals still at the hands of Bad Love, the hand of Reckoning Esports, and I believe he'll be the one who has to make an opening pick. On the other hand, they're just currently playing for picks, or will they though? Because back again, it's back to the control on Garage. Sorry, not on the Garage, in towards the garden side. Pixels come back with the first. Can he get the second? No, a bit mistimed. As Techno comes back again to eliminate Deadly off, but it's way too late. They have control on the A side. Here comes Prowler to find one of its prey, but unfortunately won't be able to find one as of now. Back again. Post plant at the hands of Reckoning Esports back again, and Team Chillcord needs to pick back up. This is not looking too good, or maybe is it though? Here comes the execute. Alright.
Yeah, there's the retake right now. Reckoning Esports, the one thing I have to highlight, sorry to cut you off, Power, but Pixels has got that orbital strike. He has the Molly lineup as well. Perfect lineup right there. Straight off of that custom server. Takes down Techno. Sean goes down. And now it's all down to Satan as the Fate eliminated. Reckoning Esports win their bonus as well. And the one point I was going to highlight, or well, I wanted to, was that orbital strike. It didn't even come into effect. Reckoning Esports were like, wait, we have Spectres, they've got rifles? Okay, how does that matter? They basically said, don't care, didn't ask, and just rushed in. And it worked. I mean, look at the take. Excellent stuff right here. The economy of Chillcord is again in a vulnerable position. As for the attackers, they pick up these rifles, and yeah, this is looking a little... Again, it's looking very shaky and very dicey for CC now.
Yeah, the lineups are looking very much promising for RGE, and they want to continue that aggression once again. Deadly thinking of being the aggressive play once again, but Bad Love hoping to find a kill or two turns out to be his demise because Satan finds out an opening. And Deadly has to be the one who needs to make an opening pick. All three players are in that door, but they have to fall back. Redly, you have to find one. That's two. That is a huge damage being dealt around on the sides of Reckoning Esports. And now Chilcord, they are not looking too good at all. Here comes the huge explosion at the hands of Harsh Venka. He's only on 5 HP. And in just 5 HP, he needs to figure out a way to take out all 4 players. Meanwhile, the lineups has already been placed on Pixel's end. The Molotov's already been placed on the door side. There's no way in, no way out. Even with the suppression knife giving information, it is not more than enough to gain control. Or is it though? Satan comes back with a headshot. Rio is gone. But there's still 3 more players left. Finding all 3 players will be a huge problematic concern. Because here comes the orbital strike from Pixels. All it needs is just patience, and patience will reward them. It's another win. There you go. 2 kills. 1 from the orbital strike, 1 from the Phantom. And just like that, Reckoning Esports will secure yet another round.
All right. I think, I'll definitely tell one of our backend administrators to, give this entire map and submit it to like speedrun.com for like fastest Valorant best of 3 any percent. Because with the way Reckoning are playing, they don't want to stop, or they don't want this to go any longer. It has, and it surprises me that this is a quarterfinal in the qualifiers as well. In the round of 128, in the round of 256, okay, it's expected there will be those matchups where it's a really good team against an upcoming amateur team. But here, Chilcord, they are struggling again. Rolling Thunder goes off. There's Deadly 10 pushing on forward. Flash dazed. Oh, he cannot escape. He cannot escape the Phantom of Venka. It lands a double. Chilcord is still in it. And this retake will be in full force. It's Harsh. All by himself. No utility to work with. Just a single flash, and he's got to wait 20 seconds for that fault line. All the attackers pushing that direction. They are flashed. Harsh with 1. There is an attacker in the fragment. And it is going to be Glyph. Headshot to secure that. And Chilcord secure their first round. Well fought. Reckoning, they got a little too in the face of the defenders, and I think this is where Chilcord drew the line. This is where Chilcord was like, okay guys, you can't do just whatever you want. We are still a really good team. We are still in the matchup, no matter how badly we lost on the map of Icebox. It's not like, Ascent is a done and dusted thing. No, we only trail by 3 or 4 rounds as of now. So Chilcord, they've told Reckoning, you can't get too chaotic. We will punish you. And Reckoning, I think this is their model that they have to take as well. Be a little more careful next time forward. But are they looking to take that info to the grave or not? That's the question, because again, it's going to be a full-on A take. There is going to be Techno as the first casualty eliminated. And the A side is under the control of the attackers once again.
Unstable control on the A side, as Reckoning Esports have no problem dealing with that. And they're already prepped and ready with the lineups as well. Here comes the ultimate from Satan, hoping that they'll be able to find a kill or 2, and looks like they will. Venka comes back again with a headshot to take out Harsh, but Deadly is still alive. Well, not for long. Sean is still here to take him out. And there's only 4 players left. That revival will be even more for him, because Bad Love is here. Bad Love's doing bad things to the opposition team. And here comes Pixels back again. A headshot. And now, it's all at the hands of Chamber. The open hand Glyph. Unfortunately, he won't be able to find one at all. Team Reckoning Esports are a force to be reckoned with, folks. Especially as we take a look at the instant replay as well. All Chilcord needs to do is to just solve the equation for force, which is mass into acceleration. But unfortunately, the calculation is where Chilcord needs to worry about.
Yeah, calculation is where I had to worry about as well whenever I did. I didn't do mass into acceleration because obviously common student, but I remember doing Ohm's law, was it? Yeah, it was Ohm's law. V is equal to I into R. It was that only, right?
I did.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, yeah. I still remember.
Anyway.
Most of the equations are very difficult to focus on, but let's just focus on the pure sheer aggressiveness that Reckoning Esports are showing off to. Venki, beautiful pop flash, but unfortunately it's not working out any one of them. Deadly wants to continue his pure reign of terror. Meanwhile, we see Pixels to continue that sheer pressure. Gets to succeed in taking out Techno. They'll still stay alive, but is that sheer aggressiveness be the main demise for Reckoning Esports? I'm pretty much quite sure this is exactly what is going to happen here, folks. 3v3 equalizer, and Bad Love once again with the tour de force takes out his own arch nemesis Glyph. And now it's back again on a 2v3 situation with Breach having the spike in hand. I believe if he succeeds in planting the spike, he'll be able to get his ultimate as well. There you go. Post-plant situation. Rio, he's just patiently waiting for Sean to make his play. And that play might give him the opening. No, it does not. Information being gathered around. But that haunt will not give any information at all. The site is still at the hands, and this post plant is looking even much more problematic at the hands of Chillcord, because there's an Opper, an angry Opper Bad Love, that will ensure that none of those pushes can appear right at their fingertips. There you go.
Ooh.
Another kill to clean. Effective shot. Takes out Son and ends it off on a 6-1 scoreline.
Yeah, another, great post plan from the side of Reckoning. Bad Love, he had that tour de force and practically nothing could get beyond it. As soon as he landed that shot against Glyph, it felt like Bad Love was in his element. Look at him peeking these angles, having no mercy for Chillcord, having no fear in his eyes, in his mind. And yeah, Chillcord are struggling. Glyph is back on the op. That's good. There is no sniper rifle. There's no bolt action sniper rifle on the side of Reckoning just yet. Bad Love hasn't gone for that. He hasn't bought that operator. So there is that possibility. Glyph gets the opener, but he needs to. And we are seeing just a utility being thrown away, but deadly. Okay. He wants to get this angle towards the B-bomb side. Rolling Thunder, perfect position. It stuns Satan, who was on that fade. And Deadly 10, can he get the kill? Yes, he can. In the B-bomb side, there was still Sean kicking about, who took that kill on Rio. But that was pretty much it. Reckoning once more have total side control. There is Bad Love on that backstab. One. And Bad Love. Okay. It will be Pixels who secures it. But it's fine. I guess for the side of Reckoning Esports, another round win. Don't think it'll matter too much for Bad Love. Chillcord, I think the one thing they have to focus now is the side swap. Baba, I always say this for every single esports title out there. We've casted multiple together. Is that there's nothing better than the side swap shake-up for any team to get a little bit of hope. And to me, for Chillcord, that may be their redemption, but it will be a lot more difficult to, come back if they give Reckoning such a huge advantage. They need to salvage this half to an extent.
Yeah, if they have to salvage it out, they need to figure out a way to halt out the aggressive pushes that Reckoning Esports have been doing time and time again. Constant control on the A side, and Sean has finally figured out a way. There goes two players, and this is exactly what Chillcord needs to do. They need to focus on certain situations. They need to ensure that mid control would be at their hands, but it's way too strong. Back again, we see Harsh ensuring that none of those risky plays would give Chillcord the win that they need. And looks like it's continuing to even pressure them a lot. Rio back again with 2 kills. Glyph and Techno, both of them are down. There's only just 2 players on the side of Chillcord that they need to make a clutch. And I can say this clutch can be possible, but all they have to do is just have a proper timing. The suppression knife could give away Bad Love's location and his intentions for an execute in the B site. They also have mid control, but the main problem is only one player is holding out from the B side, and the execute is not wasting any time at all. Here comes Reckoning Esports. Venka, he needs to make his shots count. Does he have any information regarding the players? Yes, he does. That's one. He needs to find the second. Beautiful. Now he needs to find the third player with the pop flash being made. Here comes the huge frag and the Satan to arrive at the right time to give them the thrifty win that Chillcord requires. 2-7. Good hold being made at the hands of Team Chillcord, and they have to keep continuing to win those rounds if they have to survive on the first half and make sure that they can get themselves back up in the role swap.
Absolutely. Yeah, for the side of Chillcord, they can salvage this half. They can have just a manageable situation in the second half, but they have to put in a little more work. If it will be the same scoreline that it was on Icebox, 2-10, no. That's, I mean, we already saw the result of that. We already saw Reckoning secure from a 2 to 10 to a 2 to 13. It needs to be a bit more. I would argue that Chilcot, they need to go for the 7-5 at the very least, but not really. I guess the sweet spot they're looking for is a 4 to 8. But I know that's difficult given how Reckoning are playing, and I know that's difficult for Chilcot as well, out of out of the 3 rounds that we have to win 2 of them. But even if they can manage a single one, even if it's 3 to 9, it should be fine. And whatever Chilcode want to think about, all their fans as well, whether they try and win because of the 3-9 curse, whether they try and win because of actual strategy and theory, they need to secure the win. My point being, Chilcode need a couple more rounds. 2 and 10 will not suffice it. The rounds are few and far between, so they gotta be a little more careful, and they need momentum in their favor. If they can get it, Reckoning may not be as comfortable as they're looking right now, but Reckoning aren't looking to stop anytime soon. Once more, Deadly 10. It has only been like 15 seconds in the action phase, and already the attackers have moved in towards Garden, looking for that opener. Can they find it is the question.
I think we'll be able to find that out, CCV, because already with the early frag with Venka still holding on towards the hallway side of A main. We'll be able to find an opening, but he still forgot about Deadly, who's making a lot of shots. Sean is still here with the support. And now the amount of progression has been halted at the side of Reckoning Esports. Now this is looking very good on the side of Team Chilcod. All they have to do is the amount of aggressiveness pushes that Reckoning Esports are doing it right now. They just have to hold it out. Beautiful shot from Techno to take out Deadly, who's been very much causing a lot of annoyance in towards mid cubby for the past, 6 to 7 rounds. And with him being silenced, you could say that Chilcot has finally figured out a way to hold their ground out. But can they succeed this pro-spawn situation in towards the B side? There's only 2 players left. They have the Phantom and the Vandals, but Glyph has an op in hand. Even more so, they have all the utilities that they need to succeed in this post-plan situation. So if they have to get a win on and end it out on a 3 to 7, now would be the great time.
Yeah, great positioning for them. They have that opportunity to push it into 3 to 7, and they will. This will be the 3rd round for the side of Chilcot, and one of their strongest rounds, as a matter of fact. Probably the strongest round we have seen from Chilcot all around this best of 3. They have they have 4 out of their 5 players alive. Excellent retake. They played off of each other. The communication must have been on point as well with how they were checking the corners, peeking the angles, and they eliminated everyone on the side of Reckoning. And yeah, Reckoning as well. I think this is the first time I'll say this, but like Reckoning, I gotta realize, okay, this isn't going to work. They can't always go for this hyper aggressive strategy. It will blow up in their face if they're not careful about it. Reckoning need to take it slowly. I get it. They've got the Neon, they've got the Breach, they've got the Fade. It's very much focused on being in the face of the opposition, concussing them, stunning them, and then moving on forward. But not always will it work. With this 3-man stack on the B-bomb side, Sean Glyph with the opener. Deadly 10 is still kicking about, but very soon he will be silenced, as he's left with only 10 HP, and this entire execute from Reckoning has been shut down because, again, Chilcot knew about it. And again, I have to preface this. Reckoning cannot continue with this kind of strat anymore. Chilcot will make a comeback if the attackers are not careful.
And I believe with Techno not being able to find Bad Love's whereabouts, you get picked out, but still you still have Venka. Just using all the abilities as he can. Fragments being used. Now they have information. Here comes the pop flash to be even much more aggressive, but it'll cost him his own life. Deadly comes back. A headshot to take out Venka. And now it's a 2v2 equalizer. Let's not forget, Deadly is very low on HP. A single shot to the body is more than enough to get the confirmation. And they will do exactly that. Rio will succeed in getting that trade out, but it's an op shot from Glyph. An op shot contesting on a 1v1 gunfight is very difficult. And once the opper has an angle, there is no way in heavens that the player can get out of it. 4 to 7, last round. Will we see Team Chilcot put themselves on 5 to 7 in the first half? And if it does, then it would be a great first half for Chilcot to be defending in the second half.
Absolutely, yeah. For the side of Chilcot, it will be so much more manageable if they can get that 5-7, if they only have that 2-round disadvantage at the time of the side swap. It will be helping them a lot. Reckoning, however, they'll be looking to deny that Bad Love has made the investment into the operator. Previously, we've only seen Bad Love, with just a couple of instances of that op. Mainly, it's been the Tour de Force whenever he's got it unlocked. That works wonders. But Bad Love's like, it's the final round of the first half. Credits don't matter. Everything is going to get reset. Anyways, might as well go for it. Might as well challenge Glyph, who has been stepping up to the platform. As a matter of fact, almost everyone in Chilcot has been doing their work. Could make the argument that Techno, only having 3 kills and 10 deaths isn't putting in that much work in terms of kills. And sure, in terms of kills, not. But he's the controller. He's the solo controller. On a map like Ascent, controllers are very, very important given that there's no backup. So Techno has been doing his job with those paranoias. They have been used multiple times. And of course, with the regular smokes whenever the team needs them. So, with all that being said and done, Chilcot have been improving for the past couple of rounds, and Reckoning, they gotta realize, they say that they need to put an end to this. If they want to secure the second map comfortably, they have got to be careful. They have to wait for these angles. As it's Sean as well with an operator. Alright. Peeking down towards B main. Pixels. Does he peek this angle? That is the question. Just waiting it out. It's a patience game. The Raze isn't going to be leaving anytime soon. It's up to Pixels to do something. As the Brimstone, he chooses to peek and he loses his life.
Here you go. First peak. And now even much more important. So that's the controller done and dusted. They don't have any other choice but to execute. Bad Love once again missing so many shots, and somehow he survived. What? Techno! How did you get away from all of that? Reckoning Esports. What just happened? What just happened with that execute entirely? Rio is just the only operator left. Sorry, the only agent left on towards the B side. And now... Okay, I am just confused as to what exactly happened.
30 seconds left.
Rio will come back yet again. He will succeed taking out Satan from the mid side. But the spike's been dropped. There's still 3 more players left. They also have the information regarding Rio's whereabouts, and somehow he gets to succeed. Venka will go down. Techno, he will die as well.
Oh.
It's just one last player. There you go. Clutch from Rio. All 4 players done and dusted.
What?
And even with a huge disadvantage and Bad Love, some bad things happened to Reckoning Esports, but they came back in the end. What? How? When? Why? So many questions at my head. But in the end, folks, what was supposed to be a 5-7 has become a 4-8 with a clutch being made in the hands of Rio, folks. 9 kills from this man right here. I don't know what happened. Like, seriously, what happened on that A side? What happened?
First the execute, then the clutch. Many questions that everyone has right now. I'm sure both of these teams, they'll be in grave discussions about that previous round, but they'll be focusing on the future as well. Particularly, well, actually for all 10 of the players, they've got to focus on the second half, on the side swap. For the side of Chilcot, they are on attack, and this is where they can shine a lot more with their composition. Given the fact that, Glyph is the only sentinel that's there with the chamber who can still be useful on attack. More importantly, it's got that double initiator. The Raze is present on Sean as well. It's that Chilcot can definitely utilize a lot of that hyper-aggressive nature, not in the form of Reckoning. Reckoning were trying to concuss, and they were just trying to confuse their opposition. Chilcot will be a lot more of brute forcing their way in. With the 0 point on KO, you can suppress the defender abilities. So no more abilities for the defenders temporarily. With the fade, you can get the information. With the prowler, you can, get pinpoint location where the opponents are. And then as the Raze, as the dive agent, she can just gun them down. On the side of Reckoning, it was a lot more different. On the side of Reckoning, it was a lot more for utility usage. And as the Breach, you went for the flashes, the fault lines, the concussions. You pushed it from a distance. You didn't get a lot of information, unlike you do with Fade, but it was a lot more of just concussions. And you let the Neon do her job, as Deadly always did. Many times he was successful, but there were instances he wasn't as well. And that's the same aspect that Chilcot will be up against. Is that will they be successful or not? For the time being, they are not being hyper aggressive. They are on the opposite spectrum, or opposite side of the spectrum of that. They are taking it very, very slowly. Look at where the attackers are. They don't want to push up just yet. They only want to cover some ground. They only want to get visual information where the defenders are, and only then will they move forward. But so far, not a lot of map control. Now, we see Chilcod members entering into B main.
Slow and steady wins the race, but for the attackers, time is of the essence. Smokes will come back yet again, which means some of the utilities will be spent on the defensive side. But the time is nice, so the execute needs to happen nonetheless. Information being given from the Fade's ability, which means that they have to go in for the execute, but somehow they are being stuck. And this will not look too good on the side of Team Chilcod. Bad Love once again patiently waiting, but the execute is already happening. Here comes Bad Love. He gets one, he gets two, but doesn't get the other one though. Gets shut down at the hands of Satan, and now Rio has to come back at some perfect moment. Techno is still here. Can he catch the execute? No, it does not. Two players are already in the side. They have control, which means Pixel needs to clutch this 1v3. Upgrade from the Ghost. He will get one from the Molotov, but he won't be able to get the confirmation of kill from Satan. And this pistol win in the second half will help Chilcod succeed on the next future matches and on the next future round as well, because they'll be able to get some Spectres and heavy armor from their end.
Absolutely, yes. Spectre's full armor on the side of Chilcod. They're ready to take on whatever Reckoning throw their way. And for Reckoning, now is the time for a little bit of despair. Now is the time to go over and think of what has been happening and to make sure they do not commit such mistakes again. So it's going to be a full-on push from mid, I think. Just upgraded pistols. It's not the strongest buy from Reckoning. They're saving their credits. They're saving their weaponry for the next round. Headhunter as well. Bad Luck open peak. One great headshot. But that's it. Now Chilcod for their side. Easy map control. Deadly 10, however. He sneaks past that smoke. He gets one. Benka is next to... Oh no! He's next to the door. It's gone. Reckoning now have the man advantage. They've got decent weaponry to work with. Chilcod, this may blow up in their face if they're not careful. The Spectres will be working their magic. Deadly 10. He spots a defender. They are the Reckoning members from behind. Inside the bomb side. No, Satan with a double. It's all down to Pixels. Location given away. Going to the fake. 5 bullets in the chamber. And unfortunately for him, can't make it work. So triple kill for the Fade. Excellent stuff. But Chilcod, it got a little too dicey. And they will suffer a little bit economically in this round after losing 3 of their members.
Yep, but looking on the bright side though, on the side of Team Chilcod, they won both the eco round as well as the second round as well, which means that they will have good amount of economic growth for them, and plus they'll have some decent weapons. So this will be the bonus round for the side of Team Chilcod, which means that they'll have Sheriffs and Spectres, but not Vandals and Phantoms. So when or if we see Chilcod get an opening pick, their main focus is to ensure that they get their weapon upgrade. Having a Vandal in hand is one of the most dangerous weapons if done right. And if at the proper player, all it needs is just one simple weapon to change the entirety of the game. So at this point, all Chilcod can do is see whether if they can find an opening, see whether if Reckoning Esports are thinking of being way too much aggressive on the defensive side. Because granted, on the first half, the attackers were being a lot of aggressive, especially on the side of Reckoning's end. And now they're just playing it patiently. It kind of feels like Chilcod always have to be the one who needs to make that play, and that execute will happen nonetheless. Deadly has the Vandal in hand, Fragment will be present, which means he will be forced to fall back. Now Pixel is still present, still playing near the smoke, some information is being given, suppression knife not being able to deduct or give any information from his end, but they're in the site. And not a single player has been downed this particular round. And I believe this will happen at the post-plant situation. 5v5, everyone is still present. Here comes the smoke once again from the hands of Omen. Smoke will be coming back again. Ooh! Through the wall bang, says Deadly to take out Satan. And now it's just only 4 players left. Pixels, he is still present from the smoke. And somehow they're starting to find an opening right from the heaven side. And now they're removing players one by one. An entire clean out at the hands of Reckoning Esports and Chilcod. Sad to say for them, they won't be chill at this particular round.
No, they won't be. It was their bonus, but man, they got completely outed out of this round by the side of Reckoning Esports. Still, they got the spike down in a bonus. That's really good. They got 1 kill to their name as well, thanks to Venka. But overall, it's not that much of a problem. It was the bonus after all. Reckoning Esports, now they've got the 9 rounds. They've got the 9th round after losing the pistol, after losing that anti-eco. They'll be looking to get momentum. They want double digits as soon as possible. Chillcord want to get more than 6 right here, and they want to move on forward and equalize the score as soon as possible. But it's a lot more easier said than done. One thing is for sure, this is a lot more interesting, a lot more better than Icebox and Deadly. Wait, how? That pre-fire, good god, Deadly. That was amazing, and it's a double with the orbital strike. It's all down to Venka, and even he is eliminated. This is just pure showboating from the Neon at this point. Reckoning Esports, they were looking in a bit of a difficult situation, with the past couple of rounds going the way of Chillcord, with them trying to make a comeback. But this round was Reckoning making their own highlight reel practically. What a play. And yeah, I mean, CC got shut down.
And I really do kind of feel how CC is feeling right now, because they are at the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And now they're on map number 2, with Reckoning Esports being the one on a huge, tremendous lead. 10-6. They need 3 more wins. And here's the main thing that I can give a good thing about Team Chillcord's end. Although Icebox did ended up being 13-2, the second map, it's not the same. It is 6-10. And even if you take a look at the economic side on Chillcord's end, they're back again with the same decision on whether if they have to make a force buy or not. And I believe they would, maybe not, because all 4 players have made a decision to bring in the Sheriff, in which they have to get an opening pick or not, and they have to utilize their utilities well. So hopefully if we see the combos between Fade and, the Chaos's Fragment, if that timing works out well, then maybe that huge opening would be more than enough for Chillcord to come back in the game. But now they're forced with the Sheriffs, the pistol weapons as of course, and now they have to make a decision to be much more aggressive. And I believe that they made a decision to be more aggressive in towards the mid side. And all they have to do is to find an opening. They have mid control.
Yeah.
They have mid control, but do they have control on the side? There's one player on the upper hand that is currently going from behind, but it's not working out too much. I have no idea, CCV. I have no idea. This is not working out too well from their end. And all players have just disappeared.
Oh, that was... Yeah, why did they want to go into defender spawn? Like... Alright, let's look at the replay. Ryu is there. He spots 1. The attackers now know there's someone towards the B-link. Then Deadly 10 strikes, and they know there's someone towards A-link as well, but they still stay there because they can't fall back. And 4 attackers in deep market trying to push in defender spawn. I mean, I get a flank, I get a look, but that happens with 1, maximum 2 attackers. And it's a very sneaky play. With 4, that's not really a look anymore, that's an execute. And they're executing into the spawn. I don't know, man. That was something from Chillcord. They got shut down. It was a flawless round win for Reckoning. They're looking for another flawless round win. Well, 1 kill goes to the side of Chillcord, but Bad Love gets 3 more just by himself. KO down on the bomb side. And it is going to be Deadly 10 who finishes it off. So not only was it a triple kill, it was actually a quad for Bad Love, as he had downed Venka as well. Match point now for the side of Reckoning, and let's look at this replay. I mean, as the chamber, this is crispy shots right here from Bad Love. Really good stuff, and another simple round from Chillcord. I am not sure what their methodology is, but this map and this entire journey that they've had here in the Challenger Series is now at the brink of going all away, sadly.
You want to play?
Yeah, it's a sad moment for Team Chillcord. Map number 2, Reckoning Esports on map point. If they secure this round, they will proceed into the next phase and take out Chillcord for good. Here comes Bad Love once again, opening the Chamber of Secrets, as he'll just use his teleportation back up to a safe spot. but they have to make an execute nonetheless. They wasted a lot of time. They need to have at least a control or two. We see them pushing in towards A3. With the help of Venka, the suppression knife will at least help them give some vital information. The smokes will be given around at the hands of Techno. It's very powerful, but Pixels is still present near the smoke, and this is not good. Not good at all, but the timing as well is not good as well. At the hands of the Brimstone's end. Sean will succeed with the Spectre, and here comes the showstopper. Can he succeed in getting the kill? No, it does not. Deadly swings away at the wrong time. That is a good shot, though, with the Phantom to take out Deadly. Still has a lot of work to be done, but Bad Love denies it in the end. A shot to take out the final player. So we all know what it means here, folks. 2-0. 2 map wins at the hands of Reckoning Esports as they will proceed into the next phase. And unfortunate for Team Chillcord, their journey comes to an end.
Yeah, really unfortunate for Team God. They were looking quite good. We saw a couple of their matches previously as well in the initial stages of this qualifier. But today just didn't seem like their day, I guess. I mean, I was really expecting this to go to the decider or like a better fight. But on Icebox, the 2-13, here, the 6-13, yeah, they got proven wrong. And Reckoning Esports, they solidified their spot heading on over into the finals. Now, for Reckoning, this means many things. Against their next opponents, whoever they face off in the finals, after all, tomorrow we have 2 more matches as well. If Reckoning win, they'll be securing a spot in the group stages nonetheless. They are 1 best-of-3 victory away from securing a spot. Even if they lose, they can play in the wildcards against the other teams, against the other 3 teams that finish in the 3rd and 4th spot in these qualifiers. And there, out of 4 teams, Reckoning will still have another chance. They have solidified a great spot for themselves alongside August, who are the winners of our first matchup, our first best-of-3 today. But here, second map of the second best-of-3, having a look at Ascent. Reckoning start off again very strong. It was looking like it was going to be another 13-2, 13-1, something along the lines of that. But Chillcord had their own bit of retaliation. Problem was, this time as well, the side swap just didn't favor the team in blue. They won the pistol, they won the anti-eco, but after that, Reckoning just shut them down completely with no way out.
Yeah, there was no way out for Chillcord to be figuring out a solution to succeed on map number 2 itself. Despite their best share of efforts of holding their ground, ending the first half by winning at least more than 4 to 5 rounds, it still wasn't enough on the second half. At this point, you could say that, Reckoning Esports was styling over the opposition team. And man, was it a heartbreaking moment for the side of Team Chillcord. They made their best share of efforts. They did try their best use of the smoked block line of sight, the executes. But all in all, it just always came down with the way how Reckoning Esports responded to that attempt. In the first half, you saw how Reckoning Esports were continuously aggressive because the agent, Neon, which is being picked from Deadly, is meant to be aggressive from the A side. So they have to keep the momentum going. They need to keep the pedal to the metal. They cannot stop on the attack phase. And no matter how many times that they've lost a lot of round in the first half, they did eventually brought it back up on the second half, winning most of the round. But this round was a bit too confusing for me, though. Bad Love missing most of the shots. You even did get to see a Techno succeeding the handle of that execute. But somehow Rio just turns the match back around. It was just a huge back and forth of mistakes, which I had no idea on what exactly happened on that particular round out. But all in all, I've got to say, even with at the end, Chillcord had a lot of eco rounds that they couldn't get to win, and Reckoning Esports kept pressuring them by forcing themselves on an eco round or a force eco round that put themselves on a very difficult spot. They couldn't get to succeed, and in the end, we all know what exactly happened in the end result.
Yeah, and Reckoning Esports, another good matchup for their side. They're looking very good. The plays as well working, the individual gunfights. Look at that. We saw that 1v4 from Rio. We saw that 4K from Bad Love. Everyone stepped up to the mark when needed. Pixels, as I always say, Mr. Consistent. He won't always have the standout moments, but never will he have a below average performance. And now, as we have a look at the entire, scorecard, it's rather going to be Pixels not having below average, but like really, really above average right here. Top of the charts, the only player in the entire server to cross that 20 kill mark, 22 kills, 13 deaths, almost a KD of somewhere around, no, not 2, sorry, a little shorter than 2, like 1.8 or something. ADR 194, average combat score as well. The only player to cross the ACS of 300. Great performance for him. As the Brimstone, as the solo controller, the fact that he was able to get the most amount of kills means that, yeah, Pixels really stood out. And it's always these controllers. I highlighted this at the start of this map in the pistol round. And I'll say this again, the controllers, they always have to be consistent. It's a word that has been given to them. They necessarily don't have to be explosive like the duelists. They don't have to be very supportive like the sentinels. Just be consistent in your work and you shall get rewarded. So great stuff overall. And yeah, other players as well, they did their best, but unfortunately for Chilcord, it just wasn't enough. They will be out of the Challenger Series. But next time we have a Valorant tournament here at the Esports Club, definitely I would like to see a more improved and a far better version on the side of CC.
Yep. Hopefully, what CC can do right now is just hope to be even much more stronger by taking a look at the ward once again, trying to understand what kind of mistakes that they've did in the quarterfinals. But for now, their journey comes to an end, and all they can do is just go back to the drawing board and be even much more stronger for the next series that which or maybe it might happen or not, but hopefully I want to see team Chilcott be even much more stronger in the next future matches. But for now, it's just the end of the journey for them, and reckoning esports, they won't have any problem proceeding into towards the next phase of the quarterfinals, so congratulations to them.
Yeah, securing a spot in the finals as well alongside August. So out of the 4 teams that'll be fighting for the 2 spots, we have 2 teams already determined. August and Reckoning Esports. Tomorrow we'll have 2 more matches as well. Make sure you don't miss it out. If you are watching us here on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed to this channel as well. If you're watching us on Loco, make sure you are following this channel, the Esports Club, to never miss notifications when we go live. We have so many other tournaments going on. We've got Valorant, other esports titles as well happening every single day. Truly the home of Indian esports. And if you want to participate in all of these tournaments, if you want to just get started in esports, if you haven't already, or just have a better time playing all of these games, even if you have a busy schedule, you can go in the description, get yourself some laptops powered by AMD Ryzen mobile processors. Truly top of the line stuff. They will give you the best performance if you need it for work, if you need it for your college projects, or in general gaming as well. And for all of that, for work, for gaming, for casual entertainment, the most optimized and the best operating system out there, Windows 11. Great performance. No matter what your specs are, you are bound to get a lot out of that. But if you want to make it even better, if you want to make your operating system and all of your apps even faster at the fastest speeds humanly or like possible in physics, you can again go in the description, get yourself some SSDs and NVMe SSDs powered by Crucial. Really good stuff. If you're looking for more entertainment still, you saw the previous best of 3, you saw this best of 3, you still aren't satisfied, you want to see more Valorant or perhaps some other games out there, you can head on over to Loco. There are streamers 24/7 streaming there. It's entertainment, nonetheless, it's going to be 24/7 entertainment. But for entertainment here at the Esports Club, we'll be seeing you tomorrow. For the time being, this best of 3 comes to an end. Myself, CCV, alongside Baba, we'll be taking a leave. We'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Till then, take care and bye-bye.
from the legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial ballistics. legends of memory and storage. Crucial brings you the ultimate performance in gaming. Legendary products. Precision engineered. For speed and stability. Crucial ballistics.